So apologies that I can't get more of this into shot. But we have here the metal box that the Altair 8800 replica came in. And I'm going to try to do just a quick test fit here of a backplane I happen to have. It's I think it's from about 2014, and that actually fits in here. That'll actually work. Looking at this, it gives me enough room for the front card here to not hit up against the side. So I think that's actually going to be a workable backplane for the system. I also have a card guide here that again is a reclaim that actually looks like it has the right spacing. If I kind of line these up here, it has the proper spacing to actually work with this backplane. And so I think with this guy I can get a card guide on one side or the other and actually have it work here. So, you know, one of the things I'm noticing here immediately though is, will this fit? With the front panel in place, let me grab the front panel and kind of slide it into the case here. So with the system front panel here, kind of, if I can get it to slide through and kind of into place, it's got these couple of mounting ears here that intrude, and that actually, with the orientation I had this, won't fit in there. And actually I think this answers my question. I guess it's possible this could be mounted in the back here. With it in the back, see, pin 1 is over here. So an S100 card, if I can get my hands on one here. Let me get a card loose here. S100 card is going to sit in here this orientation. That cap's really loose. Would it sit in here this orientation? The best that's going to fit is about there. And that actually gives me clearance to the cooling fan, to the connectors that will possibly be on the back here. Not a lot of clearance. Again, this is turning out to be a really tight fit. With the card guide somewhat in here, and the switching power supplies would have to be mounted up in the front here. And I don't honestly think, as much as I want to use that large backplane, that's going to give me enough room for everything. That large multi-spot backplane would be very nice, but I just don't see this working out for what I need in the end. Shoot. I've kind of decided not to go with the MSI backplane reproductions after doing some reading, and they talk about by the time you take multiples of those, move some stuff out of the way here. If we take the current build that we've been looking at in the previous video, with its 4 slots, getting, say, 3 of these in here room-wise will work. However, I've read about it, as you use the jumper wires to go from one of the little 4-slot backplanes to the next, your signal integrity just gets worse and worse. And the comments I read said it gets so bad that, you know, an extender card to extend an S100 card up for troubleshooting is enough to really imbalance everything and make the system not work. And I've decided I want this to be a working system, not just a, you know, a visual demonstration, you know, or a visual artifact of what it would look like. I want it to be a working system. that I can get a floppy controller into, maybe a hard drive at some point, and actually turn into a working machine. And after all the reading I did about these backplanes, as cool as this is, I don't think I'm going to use it in the build. It'll actually make a really nice shelf piece with a couple boards in it to go down in my vintage computer collection stuff. So I think I've officially said no to using that. I think I'm really deciding that this isn't going to work well. It can't really be up to the front of the case because of the way the mounting ears come in, so it would have to be at the back of the case. I'm pretty far back in the case. Really just not a good answer, which means I'm probably going to have to end up with a different backplane here. I've got a shorter one someplace that's was reclaimed. I think it's about 8 slot. It's actually got its own card guide with it, which would make it usable. And of course, the one I originally thought I was going to use in here is this monster, which obviously is way too big, but it's a very nice many slot S100 backplane. So anyhow, I thought I'd just share this few minutes of starting to think about sizing on stuff and discovering what I had in my head isn't actually going to work. So I will look around for other potential pieces and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.